In Excel, there are numerous examples of help features. If we simply, on the Home tab, for example, slide over a button that we don't know what it means, we get a description of it. And that option on this example here for fill color, tell me more. And on the right-hand side, we get a description of that particular feature and scroll. And sometimes it's quite lengthy, as this one is. Often at the bottom, you'll see reference to other features that might be related to it, and also some feedback information. If this is taking about too much space, we can close it with that X in the upper right. And many times as we slide over a button, we'll see its keystroke shortcut. For example, U, Control U. That's certainly handy. We also have the ability at different times, say on a different worksheet here at the bottom, I'm going to click on the word profits here. I've got a cell highlighted here. What if I press the function key F1? Traditionally, the key we use for accessing help. And we get a help screen off to the right. Now, in this particular example, because we simply had a single cell selected, this may or may not have taken us to an area where you want to go. But look what's out here. And our eye is drawn to this feature, that feature. And we can go down this path as well, too, or simply type in a need here. Maybe I'm interested in a number format or numeric formatting, something like that. And enter. We get some prompts already. Format number. And you can imagine in some cases, this is probably giving us more information than we might want, but tons of options here. So it's as if we've got a textbook right online, right at our fingertips. And of course, at different times, you will want to close this. There's also, in the ribbon menu system, a tab called Help. And we can click that, and we can click that Help button on the left. And more or less the same thing happened as what we saw before. But notice some other choices up here. What's new? Depending on your version of Excel, you might see different ideas here about new features about to be released. And depending upon your version of Excel, maybe this will look a little bit different. But once again, we've got this at our fingertips, and it's so handy at different times. And the whole idea of having a book next to us to look something up seems a bit passé because this is so extensive. And one feature that certainly some people need is when they work with formulas a lot. If you go to the Formulas tab in the ribbon, this is a list of ultimately all the functions. I might be using lookup and reference here, and I'm scrolling up and down, and I've heard about this function or that function. Here's one called XLOOKUP. I've heard about that. I click that, tell me more, and we get information on that particular function and a lot of other ones, the 10 most popular functions. Now, at the moment, I'm not seeing something about XLOOKUP. Maybe I'll start to type it. I do know it's lookup and reference. I can click here. But it's amazing what's out here within the help system, how much detail there can be and how much information we've got close by. Eventually, I'll find this. There it is, XLOOKUP function. Get a description of it. Click here. And more information. And it tells us when it's available or why it might not be available on your particular setup. And lots of choices here. And not only examples, often these will lead you into short videos. And in some cases, it'll give you other references at the bottom to similar functions that you might be interested in. And lots of choices here. There's an Xmatch function that has some similarity. And we could even get a list of alphabetical functions. So it's pretty amazing what's available by way of help. And anytime you're not sure as to what's going on, rather than reaching for a book, this is likely to be faster and easier to get to. Excel's extensive help system. If you want to make your Excel worksheets and workbooks accessible and unlock your content to everyone, including people with disabilities, then you need to become familiar with Excel's Accessibility Checker. It's a built-in feature. It's a tool that reviews your content, and it flags accessibility issues it comes across. You might or might not see the word accessibility in the status bar at the bottom of the screen, just below Sheet tabs. Right now, we're seeing that word followed by the word investigate, and that suggests that there are some issues within this workbook. If it's a clean workbook with no accessibility issues, you're likely to see the phrase, good to go. Now, for exploring some of these issues, let's go to the Review tab, and you'll see a button called Check Accessibility. And as we slide over it, actually it's two buttons. The upper button gives us a quick description here. Let's make sure your file follows accessibility best practices. And it's going to give us some directions or some recommendations depending upon what it finds within this workbook. Now, when we click the upper portion of this button, two things happen. We now see an accessibility tab in the ribbon menu system with a bunch of buttons related to various accessibility issues. But more important is the accessibility pane that's off to the right. And below this, we see those inspection results, as they're called, within this workbook. Here's one called Hard to Read Text Contrast. I'm going to click that. There are actually 3 occurrences here. I'm going to click the first one. This refers to a table on the employee's worksheet. If you notice the worksheet tabs at the bottom of the screen over on the left-hand side, we have an employees tab. I'll click that. And it's going to recommend a different table style here. Now, you might not have worked with this feature just yet, but the most obvious aspect of its appearance is those, what we call banded rows, different colors. If we slide over table styles, it's suggesting some other choices here. I'll just use the light yellow one here. And that's presumably easier to read than what we had seen before. Below, you might have noticed why fix with a description here as to why we might want to have made that change. And the explanation talks about how difficult it is to read color if it's too similar to the color behind it and so on. Here's another one, missing object description. And we got 3 of those. There's one on the chart sheet, so I'll click that. And here's a chart right here. And possibly this might be difficult to read for others. So what we could do here, and the suggestion is as we click under missing object description, we'll just click that, add a description. So I had typed something earlier. I'm simply going to paste it in. How about a description of the chart that reads something like, this chart shows columns of various heights depicting how many of our 5 furniture items were sold in each of our 4 regions. These kinds of descriptions are going to be helpful to make objects that might occur in your worksheets be more accessible to others. So let's close this dialog box. And when we do close the accessibility pane, it also turns off the accessibility tab that appears up in the ribbon. So I'll hit that X off to the right. So at different times you'll want to explore this feature, going back to the Review tab. The lower portion of Check Accessibility has a drop arrow. Some of the features that are of importance, we saw how we added additional text here, alternate text, but there's some table issues and merging of cells, some other thoughts here that eventually, if you work with this feature more often, you'll have these concerns. If you choose Options Accessibility, this takes us to a different dialog box. You might want to provide feedback with sound or turn off or explore some of these other options here. If I click OK, we'll now be hearing a sound as I, for example, click different sheets here, or if I were to open files or delete data and so on. So that could be helpful in some scenarios. Also, going back to the Check Accessibility button again, if you want additional information on this feature, choose Accessibility Help. And this takes us to Microsoft's description of what this feature is about and how you can make your Excel documents accessible to people with disabilities. This is quite extensive. We can see some of it right here. So I'll jump back into Excel and also point out that from time to time, if you want to get to these features even faster, you can go to the bottom of the screen and you'll see Accessibility. Simply click it, and that activates the accessibility pane. And if the accessibility tab were not present, it would become active as well too. So ultimately, that's going to be faster than going to the Review tab. But nevertheless, if you work in an environment where these issues are of concern, we've got methods here by way of the accessibility checker to make changes to our worksheets and workbooks to make them more accessible to anyone.